Hey, did you guys know that Nami is completely useless? That's right, Nami is totally useless. Nami is like the most useless character in One Piece. Man, they should get rid of her because she's absolutely doing nothing or beneficial and helpful in the plot. Oh my goodness, man. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I was shocked when I first found out that Nami clearly is important. Oh man, Yeah, so that's basically what Nami fans had to deal with over the past, I don't know, weeks? No, months. No, maybe a year. You know what? Maybe her entire existence? At least until 2015, I would say. That's right, because apparently everyone just loves to shit on Nami and how basically useless she is, according to, let me see, Twitter, forums, Reddit, basically almost everyone on the internet except for specific Nami-centered areas. So why are these people, these One Piece fans, are telling Nami or Nami fans that she's completely useless? Why? Because, well, I wish I could tell you. I made a video on like why people hate Nami, and even that video doesn't justify or explain like a true reason they hate her. But to call her useless is another story, because that is showing real hatred for a character that is not useless at all. Why? Because she's the goddamn navigator. It's a freaking pirate manga. It's a pirate manga where they have to sell, you know, a ship, a pirate ship. If you don't know what those are, look that up. Across the sea towards their destination, whatever their destination is next. And some people believe that's not important. Jinbei could just steal the ship wherever the hell they need to go. They could just get a different navigator. Here is the problem with that statement that Nami is useless. I'll tell you what the problem with that statement is. If it wasn't for Nami, Luffy, Zoro, and everybody else would be lost, would never know how to get to the Grand Line, the plot will not progress at all, and it's just baffling to me that some people believe that she is not needed, that she is a useless character who doesn't do anything because she doesn't or isn't a, like a strong fighter like Zoro, Sanji, or Luffy, right? It's baffling to see people not understand that a character's usefulness is not determined by fights or strength. And I understand that some people believe that One Piece is a battle manga. Great! Fantastic! She could hold her own against opponents that are at her level, or sometimes even stronger than her. Right? So it's baffling to see people say this. And the idea that she could be replaced as a navigator is also baffling. So, like, I don't understand why people are, like, misinterpreting or misreading the story to the point where they call Nami useless for, I don't know, some sort of agenda that they're doing to shit on Nami, or to basically, rise up one of their other favorite female characters. I don't understand, and it's so confusing. It's like talking to a child. It's like talking to a goddamn brick wall. It's like Nami fans have to literally talk to these people as if they're children, as if they're kindergartners, like we're standing as a teacher telling them why what they're thinking is wrong, just simply by just reading the story properly. It's do I have to literally stand here or make this video while showing you how Nami is basically different from any other navigator and how much useful she is with a freaking whiteboard? You know what? I'm gonna do just that. Look at that. I got myself a whiteboard. Oh, and now I'm going to teach you just how much Nami is not useless, because, my God, so many people think that she is. So, allow me to demonstrate to you how important Nami is to the story as a navigator, as basically someone who the entire crew's life depends on. Here, I'll show you why. Okay, let's pretend this is, the ship. Woo, yay, it's a ship. Woo, look at that. Look at this ship. You see that? Let's say that is the Thousand Sunny or the Gorman, whatever the goddamn ship you want to use during whatever time period of One Piece you want to use. Let me move over here, right? Okay, cool. La la da di da di da. They're sailing. Oh, look, this is the next island that they're going to. Great, fantastic. Look at that. It's an easy path towards it. But wait a minute, no. This is the Grand Line. some weird stuff happens all the time. Oh man, all of a sudden you have these wave currents that all of a sudden could change the direction that they're going. Or, maybe because, Nami has this unique ability to detect, certain weather patterns, like with the change of temperature, with the change of direction of the wind, and, all this other amazing stuff that she does. Maybe if they went to, a direct path, like let's say Jinbei is the only one who knows how to navigate through the seas. Oh my god, look at that, there's a goddamn cyclone. Oh man, if only Jinbei knew when a cyclone appears. Oh man. The Grand Line weather is just so unpredictable. Like, holy shit. Man. Oh, they're dead. Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, all your favorite characters, they're dead. They're literally in the sea. Stranded. Devil Fruit users, they're all dead. Why? Because Jinbei couldn't detect the fucking cyclone in the path that they were going to. But Nami was able to. You see that. Even when she was sick, you could see that. During Alabasta, you see how important Nami's role is. If she didn't detect the cyclone, they would be dead. They wouldn't even get to Alabasta. And then boom, Crocodile invades Alabasta. He finds out where the Pluton is, whatever the hell his entire plot was. I don't even remember anyway because I'm too frustrated about this whole thing. So that's why Nami is important. Other navigators probably would not be able to detect a cyclone like this. So, but Loony, what about how they are able to get through the Grand Line without, Nami having this type of ability? Let me think. Maybe because they are still comparable or, still good navigators that can sail the seas, right? But no one could predict a goddamn cyclone. Luffy always wants the best members for his crew. Nami's the best because she could detect cyclones like this constantly. Jinbei wouldn't be able to do that. Robin wouldn't be able to do that. Any other navigator wouldn't be able to do that. You want proof that no other navigator would be able to do what Nami does? I'll tell you how. Remember in Skypiea, which I know some of you have missed because, you think it's boring. Remember, Nami was the one who got them up the stream, right? You remember that? To get to Skypiea? Yeah? You remember that? Great. Remember Blackbeard was chasing after them? Yeah? And they also have a pretty, decent navigator, as some people call it. Yeah, guess what happened to them? They couldn't get up to the knock-up stream. What happened? Oh, they crashed. Oh. You see? Nami was able to get them across the knock-up stream because she's a damn good navigator. No one else would be able to do it. Now, they could have gone the normal way to Skypiea, but they didn't know about it. This was the only way for them to do it. That's perfect, but explain to me how you or anyone else thinks that anyone else could have gotten them up the knock stream. Could they have? Possibly, but we don't know that because we don't know just how well the other navigators are. But to say to replace her is insane because in both instances, the crew's lives was dependent on her. And they both were able to survive the Grand Line because of her wit, intuition, her weather, knowledge about how she was able to detect a goddamn cyclone and how to go up the knock stream. Guys who say this constantly all the time just want to shit on her for no reason other than they don't like her personality, they don't like her character, they think that she's abusive, they think that, she's no fun, she should just shut up and do whatever they want because all she is just a big pair of boobas and stuff like that. No, characters are more than just what they appear, and if you read One Piece carefully, you could see just how important Nami is to the plot. Just because you think it's a freaking battle shonen, which it may be, the most important thing, and Oda even specified this, is that he doesn't necessarily like drawing the fights. He's fine drawing the fights, but the thing that he gets the most joy out of whenever he's writing One Piece or drawing One Piece, it's the adventure. It's the lore. It's the world building. It's the, that moment where the crew finds out something cool and, the crew just stares at it in awe. All that amazing adventure stuff, that's what he loves to write and draw more than the fight. I understand that pirates fight each other. I understand that. It's an important thing in One Piece where the pirates do fight. But it's not the main thing. It's not. It's all about the adventure. The adventure that Luffy is set on. Yes, fights are important, but that does not in any way excuse you to call a character like Nami, who isn't even necessarily a fighter, but she can stand her own, and say she's useless because she doesn't do well in fights. It makes no sense. It's stupid. It's just, I just don't understand how people could think like this because of how important a navigator is to a pirate ship. And especially Nami, who Luffy specifically wanted. No, he wanted no other navigator because he understood her, ability. He understood just how good she was as a navigator, and that's why he wants it. He wants the best members for his crew, and he got that in Nami. Nami is clearly the best navigator on the goddamn sea because of her unique intuition when it comes to weather. No other navigator, and granted we haven't seen other navigators do their work, but no other navigator has done this. Even in Strong World, which was written by Oda, and I know some people don't even want to consider it canon, but even in Strong World, you could clearly see that Shiki didn't know about that cyclone that was coming towards him, right? His goddamn personal weather people that he thought were the experts in their field couldn't detect that cyclone, but Nami was able to. And then that's what set in motion on how Shiki wanted to go get Nami, and that's what set Strong World in motion, because he saw her unique and great ability to detect certain weather patterns and is easily the best navigator in his eyes, and that's what he wanted. So people just do not seem to understand this. I don't get it, and don't even disregard the fact that she was able to use the currents in Eni's lobby to help them escape. A lot of people do not understand that. Yes, Sanji needed to open the door. Great, fantastic, awesome. Woo, yay, Sanji. But how in the world was Sanji's gonna get through that door if he didn't understand the right current to go through Eni's lobby? Some people miss that, and I think that is important to understand and reread One Piece if you do not understand a certain character. I hate that this is the case. I hate that I had to make this video because I want to make videos that make, me happy about, certain things that Nami does. But I'm just, as Nami fans, it's tiresome to see that constantly. And I think making a video like this can at least somehow help people understand just how good Nami is. How good Nami's character is as a navigator and all that stuff. It's important to realize that feats of strength are not the only way to quantify a character's usefulness. It's not. Absolutely not. I could give you a lot more examples, like how she was able to reach Zoe in less days than it took, Bartholomew and even Big Mom pirates to get to Zoe. She did it quicker. I could even tell you about how easy and quick it was for the Short Hat crew to get to Djibouti, despite the fact that Law, Bega, and Kid took years longer to get to Djibouti. That's how good she is. That's how goddamn good she is. It's just so confusing. I don't get it, but I wanted to make this video just to rant a little bit and just to showcase just how good and important Nami is as a character. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can make someone, or make your belief in how useful Nami is as a character in general, important. Because she's in charge of people's lives on the ship, getting from one place to another, and the fact that people find her useless because she gets scared or she isn't a fighter just bugs me in so many different ways. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.